Hi everybody, welcome to the latest edition of Financial Modelling World Cup's Excel Esports series, where today we'll be watching the Europe Continent Battle. My name is Tim Roberts. I'm delighted to be joined by my co-host, Samir Asadov. Sam joins us from Dublin, where he works as a project finance and M&A manager at Mainstream Renewable Power, but in fact he represents Ukraine in the FMWC competitions. He also happens to be something of heavyweight in those regular FMWC competitions, currently ranked 14th in the world and 5th in Europe in the 2022 edition. Hi, Samir.
Hi, Tim. Great to be hosting with you today. And hello, everyone. What a fantastic competition ahead of us. For those who don't know him, Tim is an associate in the origination team and fund manager Gravis capital management in London and is also regular in the Financial Modeling World Cup. Currently placed fifth in the 2022 season and constantly beating me. Tim, should we meet the contestants?
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and do that. Eduardo, welcome. Eduardo is representing Spain. How are you doing today?
Very good, very good. Thanks for organizing everything.
I won't take too much of the credit for that. Are you feeling confident for the competition?
Yeah, a little bit nervous, but I'm doing okay.
Good stuff.
Willem Gerritsen is representing Netherlands and currently 12th in the world. Willem, what's your tactics for today?
That's a difficult one because of the bonus questions. I don't know, but I hope to just go through the levels and be able to make it to the end. No real tactics there, I guess. Let's see. Looking forward to it.
Stay flexible. Good idea.
That's it.
Harry, welcome along. Harry is currently at number 30 in the world, but he's number 1 in the under 25 age bracket. Harry, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit nervous. Hi everyone. Good luck. I'm sure we're going to have a fun game.
Nerves, completely understandable. What have you been doing to prepare?
So I've been doing a bit of practice on the FMWC cases on their website. Just downloading a few of those. I think they might be free while the event is going on.
An excellent plug.
Yeah, well.
Sorry, Harry.
Sorry, I think you. Oh, sorry. I think I dropped out there. Never mind. Let's on with the show.
Good luck with that, Harry. And Bram, our fourth contestant, is from Belgium, and he's currently 33rd in the world ranking. How are you doing, Bram?
I'm fine, thank you, Samir.
And what do you think? How's your chances today?
I don't think my chances are very high today because these are the big guys and I'm the new guy on the block. So I will see where I get, but prepare to go all out tonight and to give my best.
That's good. Best of luck, and we will support you.
Good luck to everyone. Shall we have a look at the case that they'll be solving today?
Have you ever heard of Fibonacci, Hailstone, and other number sequences? For this battle, we have created a task that tests your logic and a bit of math skills. Some knowledge of Excel formulas will be useful too. Each of the 5 levels will provide a sequence of numbers. However, some of the numbers will be missing and you will have to determine which numbers are missing. Rules for sequence creation are different in each level. There are 3 bonus questions in this task. The points will be awarded only to the player who first solves each of the questions. Good luck.
All right, so it is sequence today. Sequence is a collection of objects with some repetition, logic, and order, can be finite and infinite. And I guess that's one of the things we start from the very early age when we're kids, when we start learning how to count from 1 to 10. That's a sequence as well. And one of the most popular ones is Fibonacci, which will be covered in the today's case. Tim, do you want to go through our tasks today?
Yeah, absolutely. So the participants will have 5 stages of the task today, as Samir said, focused around sequences. So we'll see a bit of Fibonacci today, a bit of Hailstone sequence, and a couple of more bespoke ones that will be put together for this case. So in line with the kind of FMWC battles so far, they should get progressively harder as they go through. With the first couple of cases should be relatively easy for these guys, but hopefully there'll be some challenges along the way.
Yeah, and I think there is an introduction of the new rules in this Battle 3 Europe, and it's around the bonus. So instead of counting it together with the regular 1,000 points, 1,000 points is with priority. Whoever gets it first will be the winner, and bonus points will be a tiebreaker in case if the participants don't get the full marks.
Yeah, it should be an interesting twist on the competition. So a couple of different strategies to go for there, but we'll discuss those in due course. I don't know if we're about ready to get going. We might need a couple more minutes for the players to have a look through the cases. Just a reminder, this is the first time that the players will have seen the cases. So they're pretty much as fresh as everybody watching. So it should be good to see how they approach them and try to solve them as quickly as possible.
Should we talk meantime while players are still getting understanding of the cases? What's your prediction, Tim? Who do you think is the favorite of this battle?
Oh, that's a good question. Going off the rankings, I think you'd say Willem is looking pretty good. He's looking pretty strong at number 12 in the world and number 4 in Europe in the regular competition. But I mean, in these cases, I think anyone can take it. It's really up to how you perform in the moment, and it can go either way, I think. What about you, Samir? Who do you think's up for it?
I was expecting you will say Harry, since you worked with him in the same company, but I guess you left it till the very end. I would actually say that FMWC is quite different from this type of battle, so I wouldn't look at the ranking necessarily. And Harry did really well in the last year's end of year competition, FMWC Open. He went to the quarterfinals, same as you, Tim, isn't it? And so I would bet on Harry, but would be interesting to see how Eduardo and Bram will do. Eduardo didn't participate in the previous FMWC, but he was in top 15 in the last iteration of the Modelov.
Yeah, we've got some really strong contestants across the board, and I think we are now ready to get everyone in. Okay, hi everybody. You've all had a chance to look at the case. Any final questions before we get going?
All right, and like they typically say in esports, good luck and have fun, everyone.
Great. Should we get going then? We're doing a countdown? Why not? 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Quick countdown.
That was quick. All right, everyone is straight into solving the cases.
Well, looks like a quick start from Eduardo and from Willem, actually. Let's have a look at Willem's screen, shall we? He's raced through the first couple of bonus questions there.
All right. Did he get bonus questions in already?
It looks like it's a split at the moment. So we've got 3 people on board straight away. Bram up in the lead, 65 bonus points.
Well, that's quite fast start from Bram, and Harry's up front. He's got 95 points now. You can see that level 1 was quite finished quite fast by most of the contenders. What Eduardo is doing at the moment?
Let's have a look at Eduardo's screen if we can. Okay, Eduardo looking at the first one still. So just a reminder, this first stage of the task should be quite easy for these guys. A relatively simple sequence, just three figures in it, and the idea just to get the average of the two to either side.
That was
rounded
interesting.
to the nearest integer.
Yeah, rounds. That's the one I was thinking.
It's
why,
an easy
why
one
he-
to miss in the question.
Yeah. I was thinking why Eduardo was planning to do rand. That was a bit unusual, but no, he gets it. And the first 60 points for Eduardo.
Yeah, great stuff. Harry's still out in the lead. Let's have a look at Harry's screen. He seems to be racing away. So Harry already on part 3 now.
That's really fast. So third level, you would need to test whether the previous number is odd or even, and then If it's odd, you multiply by 3 and add 1. And if it's even, you divide by 2. And you need to find which number in sequence gets to 1 first.
Yeah, so shouldn't be too difficult for these guys. The rules are relatively straightforward. It's just about getting those the right way around, and then a quick index match or just match actually should get you there.
Yeah, but it should get to zeros, right? So there is some mistake in the formulas at the moment. All right.
Interesting that Harry hasn't used the. When I first had a look at this case, I automatically went for the is odd and is even functions as quite a nice, easy way of doing it. Harry's going a bit more mathematical with the mod function there.
Yeah, I prefer mod function as well. It's quite dynamic, but I agree.
That's just my simple brain.
Wouldn't say so, but you can see that the scores are changing very quickly, and Bram is again in the lead with 265 points. We haven't seen Bram's screen so far, so should we go there?
Absolutely, let's take a look.
All right.
So Bram looks like he started with some of the more difficult levels and now heading back to the easier ones.
That's quite an interesting approach. He's missing
Very
the round
interesting.
at the moment, and now it is in.
There you go.
It's going very close. Look, it's 45 points between first and fourth player.
Yeah, we're racing through. And just a reminder for everybody, there's 1,000 regular points on offer. If anyone does get to 1,000, then it's the first player to get there that will win. Bonus points effectively used as a tiebreaker in case anyone doesn't manage to get to those 1,000 points. But I would bet we might get there based on how quickly they're going so far.
The highest APM for Bram is 65. Would be interesting to see how it compares with others. It went to 74 now, but let's see how it goes. And in terms of the bonus question and the change in the rules, what would be your tactic, Tim? Would you do bonus questions first, or you keep it till the end?
That's a good question. I think I'd probably automatically think of leaving it to the end, and especially having had a look at these cases in advance, which is cheating just a little bit. I definitely would. I think these guys should get through all of these questions in the time they've got, but obviously you've got to make that decision pretty quickly in the moment. What would you do, Samir?
No, I actually agree with you. Knowing the new rules, I would probably stick to leaving it till the end. That's a good tactic, but it seems like not all of the players went with that, not knowing how difficult is the case.
Yeah, it's quite interesting actually. I think a couple of the bonus ones are quite nice, simple ones that you can get quite quickly. So it looks like a couple of them went straight for those ones, had a quick read and thought they could do them pretty quickly. And it looks like Harry got all 3 bonus questions we're just seeing.
Harry was first for a split second, and then Bram got into the first place again. Something happened with Willem. You can see 0 in the ranking. All right,
Yeah,
so it seems like Harry scored first and third bonus. Yeah, and Bram got 1.
Yes. Yeah, it was a bit of fastest finger first there for those, wasn't it? They were pretty quick to get them.
What is happening with Willem? His answers are not copy pasted in.
Oh, I think he's back now. Yeah, something, maybe a connection dropped or something.
All right. So which level?
So Willem on level 4, I think, by the looks of it. So a fairly simple sequence here, but there's a bit of a kind of trick which might trip some of the players up. In that Excel applies a handy bit of rounding for very large numbers. So we're effectively just summing the 2 numbers before, but the numbers get pretty big pretty quickly, and you end up with some rounding, and Excel can can push out some slightly odd results to you, which don't quite make sense, which I certainly saw when I was doing it. Did you come across the same thing, Samir?
No, definitely. And I'm just looking at the Willem. He got level 4 correctly, and now in second place, just 5 points trailing to Bram. And now he's at level 5, which is an interesting question. It's similar to level 2, I think, but it requires a bit of more rounds, and therefore probably you would need to use data tables here. What do you think?
Yeah, that's certainly the way that I went about it. I think that is the quickest way of doing it. So as a quick introduction, the players are given effectively the first line of numbers for each different game, but the game goes in rounds. So in round 2, the number for any one cell is effectively the average of its kind of corresponding cells to the left and right from the row above, so from the previous round. So not a particularly difficult rule, but it will require them to model quite a lot of rounds. I think the maximum number of rounds is kind of 70 or 80 in one of the questions. So they need to model quite a lot of them, and then obviously kind of interchange those between the different games. I think there's kind of 20 different games that they've got to model here. So data tables, I would say, definitely the way to go.
Yeah, and it's a lot of points for the last question, and we can see that Harry is at the first place with 575 points, and it's only 9 minutes past of the competition, so we might be having a very quick one here.
I think we might do. He's racing along. Should we have a look at Harry's screen? Okay, there we go. Yeah, you can see Harry bonus 3 and bonus 1 at the bottom there. He's done, by the looks of it, levels 1, 2, and 4. It doesn't look like he's got a tick for 3 as yet. And he's looking at level 5 as well, same as Willem.
It's interesting, did he skip level 3 or he just made mistakes there?
Yes, yeah, I guess we'll see. I think he has answered it. We're seeing that something's gone wrong there.
Yeah, and it's maybe a little bit of cheating, but if you looked at the screen at the YouTube, he probably would notice that he's trailing in that level 3. But would be interesting to see whether he will get back to it or not.
Yes, I expect most of these players probably have the live stream on somewhere so that they can see their scores. We'll have a look on the screen share to see where they're going.
Oh, that's it. You can see that Harry has actually created a separate tab and will probably perform the data tables here.
Yeah, looks like he is.
All right, and Bram is again at the first place with 584 points. Does it mean he missed 1 or 2 of the questions? It's not a round score.
It's certainly not. Should we take a look at Bram's screen?
And would be good to look at Eduardo at some stage. He seems to be stuck somewhere with 220 points, but where are the Brams at the moment? This is level 4.
Looks like it, yes.
But he did correctly in level 3. Level 3 was no, level 4 is Fibonacci, isn't it?
It is, yeah, that's level 4. I'm struggling with a bit of circular reference there, something that all financial modelers have dealt with at some point. The dreaded box that pops up.
Right, there is an interesting point in this one, right? Because you only need to show the last 3 digits, right? And mathematically, when you add numbers, it doesn't matter what's to the left of these 3 digits, right? So you can, when I tackled it, I was using left-right functionality and was looking at only right 3 digits.
Yes, I think that's a very good tactic. That's exactly what I did as well, using the left function. You've got to know how to deal with that, though. Left and right give you text results, so you've got to know how to get those text into numbers. Otherwise, your formula won't work carrying to the right. And there's a couple of tricks for doing that. So if you use the left or right function, you can multiply the whole product by 1, or even add 0 to the formula, and Excel will hopefully convert it back to a number for you. So let's hope some of the contestants know that one.
Yeah, and when the numbers get too big, they get rounded, right? And that breaks the whole formulas. But we can see that Willem is at 840 points and getting close to 1,000.
Getting very close indeed. Let's head to Eduardo first, shall we?
Yeah.
And see what's happening with him.
All
So Eduardo
right.
looks like he's done the first couple. Is this number 3 he's on? Or is this... No, this looks like number 4, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like number 4. He skipped number 3
Yeah,
or
so
made some
there
mistakes.
you go, Eduardo doing the same thing with the right formula. You can see it just kind of reverts to 0 after a little bit. And there you go. Multiplied by 1. But I think he's struggling with... I don't think he's done it to the first column of them by the looks of it. Oh no, he has. There you go.
To avoid the text issue, you can just check the lengths of the digits, and if it's and perform the right functionality only if the length is more than 4 digits. But seems like it's working for him now.
Does indeed. He looks like he's close. Let's have a look at Willem, shall we? As you mentioned, he's getting pretty close. Okay, Willem back to level 2, so he's done number 5 by the looks of it. Back to number 2. Is this about to be the win?
All right.
It looks like he's done it. There you go, Willem. 1,000 points.
That's fantastic result.
And in less than half the time. That is impressive. Very well done, Willem.
That's a good game. Are we continue watching the other players?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's still places up for grabs.
All right, Harry's using a bit of VBA here.
He is indeed. I know Harry, so I used to work with Harry. I know he likes a bit of coding, so I'm entirely not surprised that he's doing this.
That's an interesting approach, and we can see that he created 5 sheets. So is he doing some iterative process from sheet to sheet?
Quite possibly. I can't quite see the code making out there, but I wonder if he's using the code to create effectively as many tables as he needs across different sheets, maybe.
Yeah, he's using the for loop. That's an interesting approach. Maybe not the most time efficient, but definitely a very interesting methodology. And we can see that Eduardo got 11 points, so he's at 231. A bit of movement there.
Yeah, very novel approach from Harry. This is the good thing about the FMWC battle series, is you get people doing very different things with the same question, which is interesting to see. And just a reminder for everyone watching along at home, as Harry mentioned at the start of this video, quite helpfully doing our job for us as presenters, you can actually download this case for free during the live stream. If you head to fmworldcup.com and head to the shop there, you can download this case for free and perhaps see if you can crack it before the time's up. And there's lots of other cases from previous battles and previous seasons that you can get there as well.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way of training for the Financial Modeling World Cup Open in the end of this year. I actually bought tickets yesterday and suggest to everyone to proceed with that as well.
Good stuff. I recommend exactly the same thing. Do the cases for practice. You'll get a lot better.
We can see that Harry is a bit stuck on question level 5, and he still doesn't know that level 3 is not there. Should we take a look at Bram meantime? And apologies, it's just a correction on my side. The FMWC Open is now called Microsoft Excel World Championship. What a name.
tells you all you need to know. And if you want to get tickets to that, head to exactly the same place, fmworldcup.com.
All right, so what's happening here? It's level 5. It seems like no one is using data tables. We haven't seen how Willem finished his case, but so far I didn't see data tables, but here it
No,
comes.
I'm surprised. But yeah, I think this could well be it.
Yeah, that looks like one. All right, they almost there. We can see that Bram is using a bit of mouse under the pressure.
I was thinking exactly the same thing. A bit of a mix, interestingly, from our contestants over who likes using a mouse and who doesn't. I think most of them for it, but Harry was adamantly against using a mouse.
You can see that data table is not working correctly. And now it is.
There you go.
So doesn't look right to me. But I think you need to find the number in sequence, right?
Bram, there you go.
All right, and he's not testing whether he's doing right or not.
Okay.
He did test now, so he knows he finished level 5. Well done to Bram.
Going back to level 4, yeah, very good. So Bram looking good for second place. Should we go and see what's going on with Eduardo again? Eduardo, as you said, got those 11 points, but seems to be struggling. After that, he looks like he's on level 5 as well.
Yeah, and also created separate sheets. And would be interesting to see what formula he's using. I always think that creating a separate sheet, you're losing a bit of time there.
Yeah, I tend to think the same. I don't try and normally do it on one sheet if I can for the regular MWC competitions, but I know quite a lot of people do like kind of splitting it out on sheets. If no one's gone and watched Diarmuid Early on YouTube, then go and check him out. He'll run you through some of the FMWC cases, and he's a great watch on YouTube. Great to see how he goes about these cases, and I've certainly seen him split things out across sheets before for some of the cases.
Yeah, so we can see that. All right, that's a good approach, using the index match. So it's a setup for a data table, I think. No movement from Bram, but I think he's the closest to 1000. And having the bonus question, he will have more than 1000 points, but as a reminder, Willem was first to finish the regular points and will be the winner today.
Yeah, so Eduardo's struggling a little bit with this his index match there. Not quite. There we go. Has he just got it to work? No, that doesn't look too good. Oh, and Harry's just jumped up as well, 935. Should we have a look at Harry's screen?
Yeah.
Harry maybe he's cracked that round 5. Yeah, it looks like he has. So just level 3 to go for Harry. And a race to the finish with Bram.
All right, but for some reason he's still looking at level 5, is it?
Looks like he is, yeah. So maybe he's checking his answers, or not quite sure he's got them correct.
Harry is at 923 points now, and Bram is at
1 point in it.
22. So it's just 1 point. Who's going to be second today? It's only 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. And back to VBA. All right, is Harry got full points for round 5? He's now looking at the bonus questions.
Like he has, yeah.
Andrew, the creator of this case, left Easter egg in it, right? With that 17 billion number in the first bonus question, which is exactly number of cells in Excel.
He did indeed. You can trust an Excel enthusiast to stick something like that in there.
And there is a interesting video in YouTube of the guy scrolling down all the 1 million rows, and he did it in 9 hours and 36 minutes. So if you want to do something this evening, great video to watch.
Okay, so it looks like Bram's jumped back up again to 944. Let's take a look at his screen. Yeah, so Bram looks like he's got part way through level 4. I wonder if he was struggling with the rounding that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, level 4 is that trick with having only last 3 digits. So a bit of struggle there. It's interesting how the bonus points, Bram and Harry with the bonus points didn't end up winning it.
Yes, yeah. I wonder if they'll regret their tactics afterwards. We'll have to ask them what they think they should have done in hindsight.
Yeah, it would be good to know. It's only 5 minutes left. So
it looks like he's got the correct answer for the first one. Yeah, exactly.
Why he's dividing by 1?
I wonder if he's trying to convert that to a number again for this one. I'm not entirely sure what his formula is doing there.
Yeah, that's a fair approach. All right, and we're back to Harry. He's on level 3 now.
I think he should be back on level 3, correct?
That's interesting. So he might be now at level 4. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he doesn't have answers.
Yeah, I don't think he knows where his error is.
Yeah,
he's looking through all of the levels and trying to see where he's gone wrong. I'm not sure he knows which one it is.
Yeah, he's forgot about the trick about watching the live stream a little bit, just to see where you went wrong. But yeah, it's going to be a tough task to find an error if you don't know where the error is. Eduardo wants to see.
Yeah, let's jump to Eduardo's screen. We'll look at him. So Eduardo, with the first couple passed, it looks like he's kind of partially got levels 4 and 5.
First and second right. No bonus points. All right, so he knows that level 4 is the one where there is a mistake, even though he's got all the answers. He's probably get some of them right. And that's where the uneven score comes in. Less than 3 minutes left.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what his formula is for that right-hand block, but I can't. Unless he's kind to us, I'm not sure we're going to see it.
You can see the game 57. He got just 2 digits.
Oh, we've got Harry. Is Harry across the line? Should we have a look at Harry's screen? He's on 1135 now. That might be with some bonus points. Yeah, it looks like Harry's done it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but again, remember that bonus points are not the most important.
Yes. So
at this stage.
although Harry's showing above Willem in the top right, just a reminder for everyone that Willem has already secured his place, his first place, so he is the winner of this. Harry, despite having those bonus points, was second to get the full marks on the regular cases, so he will take second place despite getting those bonus points.
Well done to Harry, right? Got 2 bonus points and finished all cases in 28 minutes.
Well done, Harry. He's obviously managed to find his mistake somewhere. We didn't quite catch it on the stream. He's done well.
Can you see the triple zeros there? That's exactly that rounding issue. When
it is indeed.
So
the numbers are getting too big for Excel to handle, and it'll do some odd things. It'll have a few zeros, and certainly from when I did it, there was a plus in one of the answers, which didn't seem quite right.
So what he's doing, he's not. Did he do some sort of conditional format? Oh no, it's basically if it's above certain number, he just put in the quotation marks. It's just 1 minute to go. He's using the right formula, but only in the very end. And using the max formula to find the last number in the sequence. So it's only mistake in that if statement.
Yeah, I think it is just the rounding, isn't it, that he's struggling with here. 30 seconds to go. I wonder if Bram can get there. Let's have a look at Eduardo's screen, though. He's up to 444.
Eduardo finished level 3 and now looking again at level 5. Probably the hardest one. Meant to be the hardest, right? But round 4, I think the one with Fibonacci and the rounding was.
Seems to have tripped some people up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa,
time is
that
up.
was really good. So the winner today is Willem Gerritsen by finishing the regular points first.
In double quick time as well. Less than half the time taken to finish absolutely everything. Didn't worry about the bonus points.
Was a good tactic, while Harry and Bram got some bonus points. And you can see that Bram finished 45% of that Fibonacci tricky question.
Yes, yeah, it was just the rounding. But he did well to go to level 5 and complete that and come back by the looks of it.
Yeah, and Eduardo, unfortunately, at the last place, but very good effort finishing first 3 levels.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done to everybody. Great competition.
And well done, Willem. Great result. Like they say in esports, good game, or GG to Willem Gerritsen.
Thank you very much. It was fun. It's quite up my alley, the whole sequence, number sequences. So I was very happy when I saw the spreadsheet that we had to work on.
Seems like you, right up your alley. You smashed it in less than half the time. Full marks. What was the trickiest question, do you think, out of those?
I think the Fibonacci one, actually, because of you had to do like mod halfway already, otherwise you would lose the precision due to rounding errors. So that cost me a little bit, and I thought I had a shortcut on problem 2, but that didn't work out. So that was the final one actually I had to do. It was fun. Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks for hosting.
No, thanks for participating, and you seem to skip the bonus questions whatsoever. What was your tactics there?
Well, my tactic was that I typed in the bonus question answers in the local Excel very quickly. but then I forgot to put it in the Excel online file. So I think I missed a few points there, but no worries. It's the stress of the moment, I guess.
Well, congratulations, Eduardo. How did you find that?
It was awful, I guess. I mean, I screwed up with the everything started really bad because I tried to download the case, and as I'm using my corporate laptop, it blocks the page. So I need to ask the Excel file through email. So I didn't have too much time to review the case, and then I was pretty nervous, and I don't know. I screwed up in some of the cases, particularly the last ones. But in general, it was quite interesting.
Well, I think with some technical issues at the start there, you've done pretty well to come back to where you were. So well done. Bram, how about you? You look like you were pretty close at the end there, but struggling with the rounding on that last question.
Yeah, the level 4. I knew that I was wrong on some answers. I saw that there was a rounding, but couldn't really find the solution to tackle that problem on all the cases. But I'm happy, I guess, with my result. As a beginner here, it's an almost full result, I guess.
Excellent job.
No, it was good result, 944 points. You were almost there. And Harry, congrats, second place today. So we've seen you were using some VBA. What was that for?
I was just using the VBA as an alternative to the scenario manager. It just gives you a little bit more control over the scenarios you can run.
Interesting approach.
It turns out the error wasn't actually in my VBA, which I spent a lot of time looking for it in, but just in one of the formulas I had in my workbook. So I was pretty gutted about that.
Yeah, we saw you hunting for where the error was throughout all the levels. Tricky one to find.
Yeah, always test the example case. I guess I've learned from this today.
No, that was good.
And back to Willem. So Willem, congratulations. And as the winner, I believe you get a free ticket to the MS Excel World Championships. So congratulations. Great prize.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to that. It was great fun last year, and I think this year is going to be even bigger. So super stoked for that.
Okay, so now we have a favorite for the competition in the end of this year.
I don't think so. Samir, you're also going to participate, right? And Tim? Last year I lost to Harry, I think.
That's it. Harry was my bet today. It didn't play out.
Yeah.
Well done, everyone.
Well done, everyone. Good stuff. What a competition.
No, it was fantastic competition and very well organized again by the team. And probably last remark from my side, as I'm Ukrainian, I wish peaceful sky over everyone's heads and for all wars to stop as soon as possible.
Absolutely, second that. And thanks, Samir, for being an excellent co-host. And thank you, everyone, for watching. And we'll see you again next time.